Strategy time. Now you may say, impressive as that is, if there's a lot of zombies, won't it just fall apart? No. This can target multiple zombies at once. How many zombies step on it is how many it hurts. It has an infinite amount of zombies it can hit. So if a billion zombies walked in one straight line behind each other, they'd all die. And as you'll see here, if you slow the zombie down while it's on the spike weed, it'll basically take double damage. Now, and I don't mean that as it's going to take damage from the pea shot and the spike weed. Don't get me wrong, it will. But this also means that the zombie will take twice as long to cross the spike weed. So it's going to take twice as much damage as a spike weed from the spike weed as it would if it had not been hit. Not to mention, if you start from way back here, they're most likely not going to hit. So I'm not going to play any games with these zombies. On the sea, I'm going to just take them out with no mercy. I'm not going to be clever, I'm not going to be coy, I'm going to do what I should do in all the levels and just destroy them. So just don't pay any attention. The strategy does not work because spike weeds cannot be planted on lily pads. They must only be planted on solid ground. Otherwise, you could just spike weed this entire front area. What's truly horrifying for the zombies about this strategy is, once we get good enough with this, I'm going to take all the spike weeds away. I mean all the walnuts, no, all of these shooting plants away. I just want to show you the strategy for them. And again, pay no attention to the pool lanes. They're going to be oh so boring. Just zombies dying immediately. Huge wave, and thankfully we have multiple waves. I think we're at a good enough point where I can stop. Having these guys. As you can see, like I said, it's injuring both zombies at once. So zombies walking up in groups are useless. This means that more friends get hurt. And zombies on average can only take up to 2 spike weeds if they're just normal. Since this is a video game that's programmed that way, and nothing can change that. Now, there is something to say about this plan, including that as time goes on, you're going to run into a situation like this, where you cannot kill the zombie before it gets to the walnut, and the walnut's just going to have to take it. And as sad as that is, that just brings up another strategy. Plan for it and put a walnut and spike weed behind your walnut, like a secondary defense. So once they're done chomping down that walnut, they're going to have to walk forward eventually. What happens when they walk forward? Oh wait, oh yeah. This is also a flaw in the plan, but the spike weed won't hurt it unless, if you plant a walnut, the zombie stops walking and eats it, but it's no longer on the spike weed anymore. So this zombie just walked a foot from where the spike weed hurt it last, so it won't hurt it anymore. So yeah, that's some danger. I would definitely advise you planning for that. Have a little pea shooter in the back if you want. Like I said, I'm going to remove all this so you can see the power of the spike weed. once we stop getting our money sucked dry from the ocean, we're gonna be able to decimate these zombies. There's no chance they're gonna survive. They're going to walk up to a first walnut, eat it for a while, walk up to a second walnut, eat that for a while, and get stabbed. No, not violently, not like that. They're going to step on spike weeds and they're going to lose. I would hate if mothers band together and banned me, or banned their kids from watching me, because I do not like that. It only costs 102, so in total for the strategy, you're gonna 12, 24, 2,400 sun will be needed for this strategy. But we've made well over 2,400 since we planted this row. If you really want it to be cheap, you could just have, like I said, slow these guys at the very back of your strategy and you'd win. The zombies, when they get all the way down, they're usually dead. And in the new game, from what I've seen, it gets even cheaper, since when it crosses from one spike weed to the next, both of the spike weeds hurt that zombie instead of just one. In fact, I'm going to implement that strategy I just told you about. I'm going to slow down these plants. Oh, I forgot a spike weed up here. Oh no! Oh, it's so terrible, too. It's gonna take a while now. All zombies in the way of spike weeds. Actually, we don't even need walnuts anymore. Oh no! I've made a horrible mistake. If any zombie comes up here, they win. Well, they're gonna die because of the lawnmower, but they score a victory because I never let them go to there. I really don't want zombies to get the upper hand. Also, bottom right corner, zombie dies. Zomboom dies. Spike weeds taking out everything. The strategy is just so overpowered. There's only one zombie that can really stand up to it. And we get a favorite of mine. I was just thinking about this plant after looking at the middle. This is our new plant, Torchwood. Turns peas that pass through it into fireballs. Let's go to the shop. Ooh, that's too rich for my blood. But now we get this, the Torchwood. No spike weeds this time. We're gonna need the walnuts indefinitely. Tangle kelp. And squash. And of course, when we're not trying to be fancy, the best strategy is to use. Now, I'm changing up the strategy again of you always plant up on this center line when you're planting, so that if the zombies comes, they have to waste time in your sunflowers instead of your artillery. The torchwood basically makes it so they're gonna have to have a very strong zombie if they want to win. They're going to lose. There's no way of stopping it. We're going to create the pool defense I had here. 1, 2, 3, with only 2 repeaters. I think you can tell where I'm going. And in case you can't, I'm going to be so bold, I'm going to put the walnut here at some point. That's how much faith I have in the strategy. I'm going to put the walnut. You should never put any plant here besides the spikeweed, by the way. Otherwise, it's going to be eaten up immediately. But to pull this strategy off, I'm going to need an awful lot of sun. So, I'm going to have all the plants in the world be sunflowers. Not waste money. Sun on idle things. Come on, get up, get up, get up. Yes. Note when the potato mine is coming up, I believe the zombie cannot finish eating it. Oh no, I guess we have no choice. I am actually a bit disappointed that we had to do that, but the strategy is about to come it's about to come. And if you want to know why, the next zombie is going to have a very short existence. As you can see, when the pea shooter passes through the fire, when the pea from the pea shooter passes through the fire, it turns on fire. What this means is that when a pea is on fire, it does double its normal damage. Also, it adds a little bit of splash damage as well. So this pea normally shoots out 2 peas that do a damage of 1. Now, once the peas pass the flames, they do damage of 2. So 1 pea passes 2. Another pea passes 4, additively. So basically, if you had a pea shooter put next to this fire, it's the same as having 2 pea shooters. It also does a bit of splash damage as well, but not big enough to have a noticeable effect. Also, Dolphin Riders, the evilest zombies in the world. They travel extremely fast, and they jump over very nearly every plant. And once they hop over your plant, they're hard to kill since they're stronger than regular zombies. They're the pole vault zombies for the water. Now, since you were the first one playing it, I'm going to make sure that walnut gets alive the most. That walnut has to stay alive. Just for it to be fun. Oh no! They're far too fast to be taken lightly. Kelpweed is your only strategy. It's your only friend here. You would basically lose if it wasn't for Kelpweed. With firepower so strong as this, we're not going to lose this, but it's very important to keep it. Ooh, the game froze there for a second because it shifted songs. So, to make this water defense better, you actually do have to put the 3 peters in the back. Or get this little baby. Or big boy.